Sanibonani bobukela emakhaya. I'm Leonard Tsikedi and you are watching uMkhonto Wesizwe Update channel. Mr. Fadiel Adams, the leader of the National Coloured Congress, previously known as the Cape Coloured Congress, called a meeting with members of his party to clear up some questions asked and statements made with him deciding to join the Progessive Caucus. He makes it clear to the members of his party that they ran a campaign against the ANC and the DA, so there was no way that they were going to work with those two parties. He also mentions that President Jacob Zuma is the only South African president who has ever delivered for the poor. Take a look.
Questions asked and many statements made. I'll answer you. People are asking, what are we doing in the Progressive Caucus? Why are you working with MK? Why are you sitting with the EFF? Why are you laughing with Malema? Because I am an accountable person. I'm here to give you an account. We ran a campaign against the DA. We ran a campaign against the ANC. I would be betraying you if I was working with either of them. Yes. When the Progressive Caucus called, I did not take their call because I was in a reflective mood. What next? Where do we go? You know, there's a rapist on social media calling us a two-seat party who will never be able to do anything. I looked at the two seats and I said, what do you do with two seats? Said, we have to collaborate. With who do we collaborate? You know, I only had 4 minutes. I couldn't say what I wanted to. I have a hell of a lot more to say. But I looked at the MK party, and many of you are scared of Jacob Zuma. Many of you. If you've been following me on social media for any amount of time, I have always maintained that irrespective of what he is, and what he may not be, Jacob Zuma is the only president in the history of this country that has delivered something for the poor. The fact that our people abuse social grants to go and sip and sign tick by the merchant is not Jacob Zuma's fault. Social grants were delivered by Jacob Zuma. You know, when that man came into the seat, South Africans were dying of a simple disease called HIV. Thabo Mbeki denied that there was such a thing. They said that the country couldn't afford antiretrovirals to save poor lives. Zuma came in his first month in office. He sat down with the finance people. He said, I don't care where you find it. Poor people are dying. 3 months later, we were rolling out life-saving treatment. You don't see a funeral every day anymore. That is what Jacob Zuma did for this country. They will smear him with uMkhonto for the rest of his life. And you know what? I think it's fair criticism. We've never had a perfect president. But if you ask me on whose side I stand, I always stand with the poor. The president we have at the moment has no time for the poor. Yes. They will talk about the 300 million of uMkhonto, and they will speak about 9 wasted years, as if 600 billion did not disappear during COVID. They don't talk about this. This is what happens when you are a president for white people and the white-owned media. I have chosen my side. I ask you to be on the side of the right. MK is not Jacob Zuma. MK is a collective. They've got 7 PhDs in there. These are not stupid people. This is why Ramaphosa and the DA fear MK. Do you think the ANC and the DA started working together after the 29th of July? Ramaphosa sits with a file, a completed investigation by SIU about what happened at Strandfontein. Enough to probably jail people from the DA. He's never released that report. He's there to protect the DA, like the DA are there to protect him. While the protection of Ramaphosa and people like Steenhuisen goes on, colored people will die. I will fight that with my last breath. They speak. When I say they, I speak about them. They speak of Malema as if he has horns. Is Malema a likable man? I don't think so. But Malema is the first politician in this country who has spoken about the rights of the Khoi, the San, and the colored people. I will fight with Malema until I no longer need Malema. I will fight with Zuma until I no longer need Zuma. It is you that I need. It is you that I fight for. Let me tell you something, my people. Within MK, within the EFF, there are people that are my people. Let me tell you who is not my people. John Steenhuisen is not my people. Helen Zille is not my people. You see this boer right here? This is my people. If you think that we can operate in a silo as colored people and achieve very much, you are wrong. In order to pull our communities together to make it better, we will need progressive white people. We will need like-minded black people. And there are many of them out there. What we seem to have forgotten as colored people is that the colored struggle and the black struggle, it's the same struggle. What we must not allow is for the divide to grow bigger. We can win this war. We can win this war. We can replace this rubbish with something progressive. It was never my intention to be a parliamentarian. Never. It is still my intention to make things better for all of us. You know what? I've been blessed with a way with words. I can talk myself out of any situation. But I've been blessed with a strategic mind and with a heart to follow through. Let them persecute, let them sue, let them slander. Let them call me what they want to. What they can't call me is a failure. This is our time. This government of national unity cannot hold. It can't. It's impossible. They're already fighting amongst each other. Senior people in the ANC have already come to me and said they're removing Ramaphosa soon. It's happening. The real government of national unity will be formed soon. And colored people will have a part to play. Let me tell you what they're going to do. They're going to talk. They're going to talk in corners. They're going to call you into corners. They're going to talk about jobs. They're going to say this, that, the other. If you are distracted by that, you didn't belong here in the first place.
It's happening.
Let them, we know it's happening. It's happening. Let them throw money at those who came here for money. Those who want change will stay. 2026, guys, the figures show it. The DA is gone. The mayor of the city of Cape Town, in all probability, stands in this room, here amongst youths. Make decisions for us. En ons gaan jou moere dit doen. We don't need to have a very long meeting. If you need to understand why we are in a certain corner, why we are fighting a certain fight, this is your fight. This is the corner that can bring change to you. I can tell you now. I can tell you now. They are fearful of what is coming. You see that Progressive Caucus? I see the reformation of the UDF right there. It was your UDF. The sale of the country is concluded. The ANC is nothing more than a bunch of boere boeties. We fight for our land back. We fight for your rights, for your right to live better. Full stop. I have no other agenda. Guys, I'm not going to die in Parliament like some people are. I'm not going to be there for 10, 15 and 20 years. It's not for me. Not for me. Once my job is done, I'm off. I'm gone. It's your ball now. Win us this match.
Preach on, Comrade Fadiel. That is a very passionate man out there. Just a perfect fit for the Progressive Caucus. My people, we are indeed led. That is all from us for today. All I need for you to do now is press that subscribe button, share the video with your friends and family. This is Leander Tsikedi, signing out.